Gaines Radio.
Hey guys, my name is Issa Rasul,
Talking to Frank Abney here, Relief Foundation for Veterans. Yep.
and we are Gaines Radio. We're going against instigating negativity systematically. This is an old podcast that me and Frank used to have a long time ago that we just kind of gave it out to our friends and people we knew. It was a big hit. That was, geez, man. That must have been like 7-8 years ago, huh?
Yeah. We had it and then we changed it up a little bit. I remember we changed it up a little bit, but it's still ultimately Gaines Radio.
Yeah, the reason we called it Gaines is, number one, me and Frank are massive fitness fans. You know, it's just, we just love fitness. That's just part of our identity, quite frankly. But number two, not all gains are muscles. You know, you get knowledge gains, you get gains financially. So we just wanted to start sharing the type of information that we got over the years to the viewers.
Pretty much going against instigating negativity systematically is that it's kind of like a lot of kids and even adults get bullied a lot. So any information we can help to get you not getting bullied or get you on the right path, to success in life, business, whatever the case may be, that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, no, on that note is today's podcast is all about business, like
All about
helping. Yeah, it's all about business today. It's going to be all about helping you guys start your business. What kind of business you have is actually not relevant right now, whether you have a nonprofit like Mr. Abney, whether you have a real estate company like me, maybe you sell pencils, but the gist of it all is going to be how to start these things. So, number one thing, I'm going to just leave this real quick. Number one thing is make sure your business idea doesn't suck. That's, like if your business idea sucks, you're not really going to get anywhere.
I don't know if we can say that because there's so many businesses out there. There's so many businesses, so many people that got different ideas that we can't say their business idea sucks. Because what if somebody wants to go in the business of selling toenails, right? Now, it sounds like a dumb business, but you never know. There's always
Frank,
somebody
as your friend, if you came to me and you said, "Hey, man, I'm about to sell some toenails,"
hey,
I'd be like, I'd hear you out. I would hear you out as your friend. I'd be like, "Yeah, all right, let me hear this business."
Yeah, but the main thing is finding a target market. If I can find a target market that's interested in toenails, so if I go into a podiatrist, which is a foot doctor, and I say, "Hey, man, there's people out there with a lot of hangnails and stuff like that, and maybe I want to do a little research on it. So give me all the toenails you can, and I'm going to use a microscope to see what causes hangnails and foot fungus in the toenail."
You know what, man? I like that. No, let me do this. Watch this, man. Watch me be.
Okay.
Mr. Producer, real quick. Hold on. Watch me be the producer. All right. I'm producing the show. Okay. As the producer of the show, I'm gonna boom. Check this out. Hold on. I didn't boom. Oh, I did. Check this out. Number one, right? You need to find your target market. So if you're trying to start a business, you're gonna need to start. You're right. So if you are gonna be in the business of selling toenails, if you are in the business of selling toenails, who is your target market? To be honest with you, Frank, I don't know who's buying toenails, but I don't know who's buying toenails. So let's start this fake business.
No, if you needed the toenail,
yeah,
you would go to someone who has an abundance access of toenails, which would be a podiatrist.
Find your target market. Okay, so we're right now we're in your find your target market. We're gonna have to save that on how to acquire. So let's make number 2 how to acquire, right? How to acquire the product. So you're going to want to find a specialist or somebody selling.
What specialist?
Well, let's start on number 1, right? We're going to start on number 1, finding your target market. So if we're trying to find our target market, what would be the first step of finding our target market, whether it be for this toenail business, whether it be for a real estate business, whether it be for a nonprofit? What would be the first step of finding your target market?
Well, the first step of finding your target market is see who has an interest in freaking toenails.
Yeah, see who has an interest in freaking toenails. Yeah. So, like, see who has an interest in your product. All right,
And freaking
that makes a
toenails.
lot of sense. And well, let's just say in your product, because not everyone's out here making a toenail company, you know. But anyway,
Never
so
know,
we're gonna
brother.
see who has an interest in your product.
Uh-huh.
So basically, what that means is, let's say you sell real estate. If you're
Mhm.
selling properties, you're gonna want to find someone who wants to buy a property. If you're in the nonprofit business and you're looking for donations, you need to find someone who wants to give you donations. You need to find a philanthropist. Pretty simple. If you are selling microphones like the one we have here, you're going to need to find people who need microphones. And where are they searching for these microphones? That's another thing. So you're finding your target market, see who's interested in your product, find out where the buyers are, find out where the
Mhm.
clients are. And saying clients, especially with Frank here as a nonprofit, clients doesn't fit in the nonprofit space because they're not clients, they're donations. But
Right.
just to give a blanket term, for realtors, for pencil owners, for toenail salesmen.
I mean,
But you know what I
I
mean by
know
clients,
I know it sounds funny, but
it does sound
here's
funny.
the thing. Here's the thing. I started this nonprofit Relief Foundation for Veterans with little to no experience, right?
Right.
So during the course of trial and error, what I found is that there's a niche and a target market for everybody, you
Yeah.
know. So, for example, with being the number one nonprofit for veterans organization in the Coachella Valley, um, through trial and error, I just started developing a whole like system that I wanted to monetize, and that's just by gathering up as many people as I know that needed service as a veteran, and that's pretty much every veteran I know.
Yeah.
They're gonna need
Yeah.
help with disability claims, with schooling, housing, which is your profession, all that good stuff.
Yep.
So you can't say the wrong things to the right person, can't say the right things to the wrong person. Toenails was a stretch, but I guarantee if we Google toenail business or toenail something, somebody is in the business of toenails.
Yeah. Yo,
That
you know what I heard you say that was really a beautiful statement is have a
uh,
passion for your business. You have a real passion for helping veterans. I have a real passion for real estate. You need to be passionate about your product. I mean, yes, could you pick up anything and just sell it unpassionately and probably make a couple bucks here and there? I guess. But for example, someone like Frank who isn't selling anything, he's just helping veterans. If
damn.
you don't actually care about veterans, how are you going to succeed? It doesn't add up. For me, I do real estate. If I don't actually care if my client is getting a good house or not, how am I ever going to succeed? Yeah, I might sell one or two houses, but that's not going to give me long-term business for the rest of my life. That's just going to make me a couple bucks real quick. And that's not what you want to do when you're doing a business. You want long-term clients to sustain you for the remainder of your life,
The
quite
80-20
frankly, or is
rule. The 80-20
80/20 rule.
rule.
Okay.
20% of your clients is going to be your main business. 80% of them is just there.
So
You
20%
know,
of the clients.
yeah, it's going to be your main source of income, your main business, and the other 80% are just there. You know, and that's where your main source of income is coming from. And during the course of doing this nonprofit, that's exactly it's accurate as hell because that's exactly what's happening. 80% of, and even on I have a board as well, which comes with the organization. 20%, let's just say out of 10 of them, two of them may do the work to help the veterans. 8 of them won't. It's just, I don't know why it always trickles down to that, but it just does.
Yeah, it's
So
human nature, I think, is really what it comes down to.
well,
But
you
yo,
said something that was great, the passion, and if two of the people on there have the passion, maybe they're veterans. It works out a lot better because they got that passion to do it. Not to say that 80% can't convert, but the probabilities is a little bit lower. You know,
yeah, yo, we have to write this down because we have to say this. How to
yeah.
acquire the product. So,
Uh-huh.
Frank, if somebody came to you and said, "Hey, Frank, I'm a toenail salesman or I'm a pencil salesman. I'm kind of mentally blocked here. I don't know where to find my product. Where should I start?"
Uh, Repeat that again.
Okay. I got you. We're gonna rewind this. Frank, Frank, I'm a toenail salesman.
Uh-huh.
I'm having trouble finding some toenails, man. Where should I start? Should I where should I Google? Should I YouTube? Where should I acquire my product?
Well, you can start by cutting your own toenails.
There you go. So so we could translate that with the warm market. Start by contacting your warm
Exactly.
market.
Yep.
Your warm market. All right. And then
Mhm.
also reach out to vendors or sellers. So with like for example, right? You have a nonprofit. There's not really a product there, but we
Mhm.
can translate
Really?
that to make it
Beg to
make
differ,
sense.
but okay.
Well, no, there is a product there. Well, hold on. Let me rephrase what I mean by product. There's not a
Back.
physical item that you're selling. I
Mhm.
mean, there is to donate. I mean, you do sell shirts and stuff to give donations to veterans, but there's not a physical thing that the veterans are
What
coming
I
for.
sell is lifestyle changes.
There you go. You're
That's what I
selling,
sell.
yeah, it's not a
Hmm.
literal thing though, but you're selling a product of lifestyle changes. So you are selling
Correct.
a product, right? So how would you contact your warm market to sell lifestyle changes?
Well, actually, how it started for me is my warm market starts by referrals. So I won't even get I won't let's not get on the toenail, but I'll get on, for example,
Let's just talk
the
about the
nonprofit
nonprofit.
for
Yeah.
veterans. Yeah. So my warm market, I would go by searching out how many veterans I know. And offhand, I know tons of veterans. So now that I know tons of veterans, I'm going to find out what their necessities are. Now, I know for 100% fact that not all veterans are cared for because I was one of those veterans. It took me about 5 years to acquire all the information that I needed in order to get to this point. So I know that there is a need. That's one of the things. There has to be a need. So I know for 100% fact a lot of these veterans are not at 100% as far as disability claims. So what I did was ask them, "Hey, well, what is it that you need the most? Do you need your 100% disability claims? Are you housed? Do you need a house? Are you in school? Do you have your GI Bill?" So some of the basics that a lot of these veterans don't even know. So once I go through the list of things that they may need, now it's a lot easier for me to pinpoint and target exactly how I can assist them. And once I assist them, I'm changing their lives. With service dogs, whatever the case may be. We actually helped a veteran about a month ago. He went from 40% to 100%. Now that's those of you know that jump. That's a huge jump, about a $2,000, $2,500 jump, and very appreciative. And the only thing that we ask for return, we don't ask for money. We ask for donations to go to some of the products that we have in order to enhance it. For example, if you want to donate to this, to the service dog aspect of it, now you're helping someone, a veteran, obtain a service dog that's trained and that can be an emotional support dog for them. When it comes to let's say schooling, we have a youth program for ROTC. So if you want to donate to that to help the youth stay on track to be able to go to the military and get out with a successful career, you can do that as well. So there's
So
tons of
like,
different options. Go ahead.
yeah. But so basically what you're saying is you need to map it out so that you have a lot of options, whether it be your nonprofit or your real estate business or your pencil business. You have a lot of outlets to create business basically. So it's not
Right.
just one thing. So you're not just a service dog provider. You're not just getting veterans their disability income. You're not just housing veterans. You're doing all of it so that you
Right.
have multiple outlets. So you're basically a one-stop shop. So if you sold
Exactly.
pencils, you would have number two pencils, you would have lead pencils, you would have the lead for the lead pencils. You have all the outlets for what you need. If you're a realtor, you have a place where they can get loans, you have a place where they can invest in real estate, you have a place where they can invest in real estate or rent out real estate, you have a place where they can fix and flip properties, et cetera, et cetera. So you're not just streamlining one product, you're streamlining multiple products.
Exactly. And what I highly suggest starting off is you have to start off with a business plan. because in the course of creating a business plan, you'll have all those things in there. You know, where your projection for 5 years, your what do you call it? Your accounting, all that good stuff. You have to have an accountant because and a great tax lawyer. So taxes, you will see, in starting a business is super important. You got to pay those taxes. You just
Taxes
have
is
to.
no joke. Taxes is
No
no
joke
joke. You know, a
whatsoever.
lot of business owners, they'll go a couple. Now, here's the thing with the IRS. Here's the thing. You know, you
Uh-oh.
might start your business. You might have your C corporation. They do give you a year of not having to pay your franchise tax board fee of, like, in California, it's like $800. That
Mhm.
doesn't mean you don't have to pay it the next year. So not only go do your taxes, make sure you get good tax information. So 3 years later, you don't get a letter from the IRS saying that not only are you being audited, but you owe like $800 in some fees for not paying that first year. You know, I
No, that's
didn't
no
get
joke.
audited. Yeah, no, I didn't get audited or nothing, but like there's plenty of business owners who, you know, they become super successful. You're talking millions in their bank account, and then oopsies, they didn't realize they didn't get the proper tax
Oopsie.
advice. You know, oopsies, man. You know, oopsies. I lost 11 million bucks because I didn't know how to pay the IRS properly, or I didn't know what proper documents to file it. And just because you have a CPA taking care of everything, I hear this all the time. My CPA takes care of everything. He's taking care of probably 50 to 60 other people. Call the IRS and make sure you don't owe a document that you didn't submit. Trust me, that one little document, whether you paid your taxes or not, can destroy your whole company. So make sure you have everything in order, all your ducks in order. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's my little rant about the IRS, man. I just can't. So many business owners don't do their taxes correctly, and it just pisses me off. I don't know
correct.
why. It just bugs me. Like, you're gonna sit here, you're gonna work 12 hours a day, you're gonna work on your business, you're gonna become super successful, and then 4 or 5 years later down the line, because you forgot one piece of paper, you're gonna lose it all. What?
Well, I mean, it happens more often than you think. I mean, it just
Exactly.
happens. You know, I don't
So
know if it's just because of negligence or just because of the fact that you're like, why the hell do I have to give my hard-earned money to someone I ain't gonna ever see called the
that's also. And you're
IRS?
getting beeped out. Don't worry. I'm beeping that one out. You're getting
No, but
blurred and beeped out, buddy.
what I can assist with is starting with a nonprofit. Now, when it comes to nonprofit with veterans, that's my niche right now. So if anybody out there needs information on how to start a nonprofit for veterans and obtain veterans and be successful, that's my background, you know. So if you need that assistance, you look your boy up. You know what I'm saying? You look your boy up on this, you know.
Yeah, you know,
So
feel free to reach out to me too. If you want to start a real estate company, if you want to get into flipping houses, if you want to sell a house, feel free to reach out to me. We'll help you out. So if you need some nonprofit help, contact. You know, it's funny. You're over here on my screen, but you're over here on the viewer screen. So if you want some nonprofit help, call Mr. Frank Joseph Abney Jr. If you want
if
some
you
real
want,
estate help, go ahead. Yeah, you see it?
contact
You see? I don't know
him.
why it's flipped.
It's flipped because our
I
camera's
don't know,
flipped.
it's flipped.
How the
But anyways,
something with
yeah.
the photo? Yeah,
I don't
whatever.
know. Anyways, guys, that's really the end of the podcast right there. We just want to do a quick one for
Yeah,
you. We're
yeah.
gonna do one at least maybe twice a week, maybe once a week. You know, me and Frank, we're trying to. Well, we made a commitment that we're gonna
Mhm.
do a
Whoa.
podcast. I don't know what's going on, man. That we're
It's
gonna
not
do
always
a
gonna be
podcast.
about business, not always gonna be serious. We're gonna have some play in there, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not
Whatever.
always serious. I'm not always about business. I like to play, have fun as well. So if
I
y'all
think
want
we
to
had call-ins
email
last time, huh?
us,
Yeah,
what happened?
I think we had people call in last time.
Yeah. If you want to call in or if you have comments, you want to drop comments or email us. We're gonna be creating a whole nother email format, make this like really professional. This is actually our first podcast, but it's gonna, it's gonna transition to something great, because this is something we're gonna keep at. And again, there is a target market out there for people that want to start up businesses, especially when it comes to flipping houses and gain that. And then when it comes to helping people, because helping people is a thing. You help somebody, you're gonna get it back tenfold. So that's what it is for me, brother.
Yeah, man. And don't forget, if you want to start a toenail,
Start a what?
if you want to start a toenail business,
A toenail.
don't forget
Now,
the
like I
4
said,
steps.
You
Don't
know what?
forget the 4 steps.
I'm a Google toenail. You have your phone on you. Google toenail business real fast.
I know it's my camera right now, man.
Oh,
Look,
okay. Let me grab.
so
my
just
phone.
remember, let's just recap real quick. You want to find your target market. You want to find out how to acquire the product, and you want to have a passion for your business. And then you should not fail if you have these 3 things, in our opinion. Frank's checking out toenail businesses right now. I'm sure they exist. I'm sure. Let me see. I can probably.
Toenail business profitable. Wow.
You're kidding me.
A well-established, according to SaloonSuiteSBD.com, a well-established nail salon can earn up to $200,000
Okay, yeah, but that's
annually, while smaller businesses can earn between $30,000 and $50,000 in a year. Because one thing I forgot is that estheticians, whatever the hell you call those people that does toes, like that you go get your toes and stuff like done, they see that stuff all the time.
Yeah, but
So
they're not selling
theoretically-
toenails.
But theoretically, I didn't say selling toenails.
You did say
you
toenail
know,
business, yeah.
See, but theoretically, that is a toenail business, you know, and if foot fungus, it helps all around. So, you know, hey, yeah, I mean, I Googled it, and that's a $200,000 annually income, you know, for someone who wants to start a toenail business. So have faith in your toenails. And if you got fungus on them, clean them suckers up. You know what I'm
Anyways,
saying?
guys, that's the end of the video. remember to like the video, comment on the video, and subscribe if you want to see podcasts similar to this one. We're Gaines Radio. We'll see you.
Peace.